How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan Battle video for you here today. We are taking down Stage 11 of the Divine Wrath and Mortal Will Boss Rush stage. We are using the Future Saga team for the Future Saga mission. Definitely recommend using STR Goku Black if you pulled him for this mission. You could also use the Goku if you've got him. I would recommend, if you're going to use the Goku, bring the new Super Easy A Vegito or the new or the Tech Vegito with his buff, but I think running the Goku Black is probably the best route to go. If you do not have the new Rose, then use Fizz Rose, the domain one, and then just swap in one of the free-to-play Rose clones, and then you'll be they should be able to carry you. But we got a nice little super attack here, nice little builds. Doesn't look like we're going to kill, and it looks like we are going to kill with the Int Goku Black. That is the thing with Int Goku Black. If you are going to use him, you do need to prioritize getting a kill somewhere in the fight with him. The earlier you do it, the better, as we did here. But honestly, I mean, I hope they don't get rid of this. I know they will, but I really wish they would just let us keep it for the rest of the year. Take it away at 11th anniversary when we're done playing with Rose, right? Let us keep it. So goal here is to keep one rotation of AGL Rose and STR Rose, and then we'll keep the two Fizz Roses floating along with the Goku Black LR Super Easy A. We'll keep him floating as well. Now, I will say to tread lightly with these, because I don't know about you guys, but in my runs, not just on this one, but with the special battle and a lot of other new events, these bosses super a lot in slot 3. I mean, like, no, I think they know that we typically have a lot of units that can't quite hang in slot 1 or 2 just yet, and they know we were putting them in slot 3, so they are just targeting slot 3. Like, I've lost so many runs here just because, like, of a random, well, not even random, like, consistent supers in slot 3. Like, it's crazy. But hopefully that doesn't happen here, and then we can just kind of get by where we need to get by. Seems like it's going well so far. Goku Black now getting his build up. We knew we were going to take a bit of damage there early on, but now we're good. All right, so, I mean, now that Int Rose has got his builds, we're going to be fine. We don't really have to focus letting him attack, but when he does, I mean, he's pretty much going to be finishing off whatever phase we're in. But we can let our focus be on STR Rose to get that attack raise, because he is going to be the main one to do the damage for us, because the final phase is Fizz, for those that remember, right? We have 2 phases at the end where we have to deal with Sword of Hope Trunks. One where he's like extremely tanky and he's really hard to kill, and then as soon as we push him into standby, he goes down quick, but it's an instant kill. I think the super here, right? It's worse than Zamos's, right? If I I have it up here. It is 7.7 million, and then his pre-standby form is 6.3. So these are some of the hardest supers. If anybody tells you that these events are not some of the hardest in the game, I would have to argue with that, because they are, I would say they are on par, if not harder, than the Jiren fights. Like, if I'm being honest, I think I like them more than the Jiren fights. They're a little more They are a little shorter, which means you're not stacking up as much. They are a little shorter. They're like mid-range, but they hit harder, and they really push you to think about where you're putting your units. Like, we got lucky here that the Blues can't super, although I think Rose can counter them. I don't know. Theirs isn't a Ki Blast, is it? I think it's a unarmed. I don't think it matters, but we're good. But this AGL Super Easy A Rose, if you guys got him, toss him on this team, because he will help you a lot with this fight. I mean, he's got that Super Saiyan Blue evolution effect where he gets more damage reduction the more he gets hit, so he can pretty much hang slot 1 for most of this fight. Some of the supers might give him trouble, but if the supers happen to land post-super for him, he's going to be fine. Rose can actually handle, I think, every single super, even in slot 1, which is nice. I think, yeah, okay, if the 7 million super at the end was type neutral or type disadvantage? Obviously no, but since it is type advantage, I think he can. Well, we'll see. I'm sure we will end up taking a super here at some point. Okay, so nice. Okay, so like I said, we can prioritize Rose here. We're gonna keep letting him stack attack. Let's see here. Yeah, because I'm thinking we need to put him... Next rotation, we're going to have the Fizz Rose on. Okay, let's do that. Just planning out the next rotations here. Wow. Okay, yeah, we definitely got to kill Hiller before Goku Black has to take a hit, because otherwise we're cooked. Excellent. Okay, so that phase is down. We're on to the Vegito Blue. Now, this Vegito Blue stage is kind of where the difficulty really ramps up, because we have a 4.1 million super, which that's, you know, just on par with Jiren, but he can double super and raise his attack. So his second super could outright kill us. The first one, maybe not as much. So we're going to take a big risk here because I don't want to break up my rotation, but we could potentially lose here if the double super, if one of those supers lands at the end, which is probably common with the fact that he does double super. I would recommend if at all possible, right? Like, if you're not worried about breaking up your rotations, keep this Goku Black as much as you can away from supers, at least in this phase until you can attack lower. So because he does attack lower, and that's one of the nice things about bringing the Rose clones for this, is some of them do attack lower, which really helps with this phase. Rose himself does attack lower. There we go, 44 million. Yeah, so tanking, obviously pre-super, that 4 million super. Gotta love Rose. That is just beautiful. And now we just gotta hope that that second super is on Rose and not Goku Black at the end there. Nice. And we do get some attack lowers. Here we go. Oh, correction. That was AGL Rose tanking that super. Alrighty. Okay, so I think we're safe here. I don't think we have to worry about anybody. So let's do that. Wow, really? No rainbow orbs. Okay. So let's pop the domain here, get that extra buff. Hopefully we can kill the last 3 turns before we run out of the domain. That would be nice. No guarantees, but it would be nice. There we go. Alright. Yo, we got 4 rainbow, which is exactly what we want. So I'm pretty sure... You want to super us? No? Okay. Alright, so 58 mil. Love it with that domain active. Now, I'm trying to decide whether or not we should use Zamasa's super, or if we should use Rose's, or active skill rather, or if we should use Rose's. If we do the double Rose, then we get a... if we do the double Rose, then we get 15% extra attack, 30% extra attack for everyone if we do the double Rose. However, if we do the Zamas, that one Rose, whichever one we're doing, there we go. Okay, he's down. The one Rose, whichever one we're doing, is going to get a 40% buff, along with the 15% from the other. So he would hit a lot harder than everyone else. So we'll have to play it by ear. I haven't really decided what's the right call here. Oh, nice. Okay, so so one thing I have noticed about this portion of the fight, there we go, nice. One thing I have noticed about this portion of the fight is his last attack tends to be the super. 50 million on the Rose, nice. His last attack tends to be the super. I have noticed that. Or maybe I'm just that unlucky, and this goes back to what I was talking about at the beginning, where every single boss has been supering slot 3. Crazy, I know, right? But I mean, you guys are seeing it firsthand here. Let's see. Okay, so we got 35 million on the Rose. Nice, yeah. AGL Rose is real good. They killed it with this. Both the Super Easy A's, really. They killed it. They did such a good job. I'm so glad they're as good as they are. Excellent. All right, we get another one. There goes that super. Ooh, wow. That was even after... Well, okay, to be fair, we didn't build up Rose's extra damage reduction, but that's what I mean. Like, the last attack from him is always going to be that super. Okay. Alright, so let's do Rage Mode here. Alright, let's grab that. So this way, not only will we do damage, but we'll get rid of the super, which would be nice. Okay. 30 million. Okay, I like how they improved the Rage Mode here. Not a whole lot, but I mean, it's free damage, and it's getting rid of the super for us, which is what we want. And there goes the super. Nice. Alright, and so Rage Mode is done. And now we have pushed him into the Sword of Hope. So wherever the super might be, okay, well, let's do Rose and get the buff real quick. Wherever the super might be, it's going to be, ooh, nice, breaking that damage cap. We love to see that. We might be okay here. Wherever the super is going to be here, we have no idea. But wherever it is going to... It will instant kill us. That's just a fact. Alright, here we go. Alright, got the Dokkan attack. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay. Alright, yeah, so it will instant kill us because it is the Sword of Hope. So we just gotta have to pray that it doesn't hit us, because 7.7 mil here. Well, okay, I shouldn't say it'll instant kill us. If it lands on STR Rose, then it's not going to kill us. If it lands on Int or the free-to-play Super Easy A, it will kill us. But I don't think that matters because, like, with the Dokkan attack, Rose did just finish him. Excellent. Alrighty, so EC Day. There you have it, folks. There is Divine Wrath and Mortal Will Stage 11 with the Future Saga Mission. I do recommend using Rose for this. If you don't have Rose, do your best to add in the Vegito if you have him. If you don't have him, Fizz Rose, the one with the domain, works quite well to lead Future Saga. If you don't have him, then prepare to use items, and Future Gohan is probably your best bet. I would not, and then just let everyone else run, run a friend Rose, is what I would recommend in that case, because they'll still get their buff, simply because it is, you know, as long as it's Future Saga or Full Extreme, one or the other. So even if Future Gohan is on a rotation, you'll be fine. As you saw, the AGL Rose will pretty much hold down one rotation fully for you. So you could have AGL Rose and then someone else as a rotation, and then have the STR Rose and an Int Rose as the other rotation. I think would probably work best. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know what team did you use to clear the Future Saga. Did you go the super class route? I decided to go the stream class route, so that way we would have type and class advantage over the fight and be able to deal more damage, get it done quicker. But let us know what you went with in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.